So we'll start by weighing out our material. We already have the scale turned on, it's been zeroed, and it's in grams. We will pre-weigh our filter paper and record that number or weight for later. It's weighing in, it seems at about 0.78 grams. We'll go ahead and zero that out. And now we can begin the addition of our hydrated lime. Put in the desired weight. I think we'll shoot for about 10 grams. Almost there. A little bit over. Let's remove some. Just to get as close as we can to a 10 gram starting weight. All right, 10.03 grams is what we'll start with. And now we'll spread this out evenly on the filter paper and we'll carry it over to the cyan unit for the run to start. So as you can see, we have moved the starting material, which we just weighed up, into the cyan unit main capture box here. Just give a little bit of a rundown of what's going on. We have the solar power setup here for the cyan unit. Solar panel out the window collecting sunlight, and that is going to the solar charge inverter right here. Then the solar charge inverter is wired to the sealed lead acid battery, which is in turn wired to the inverter, the smart plug, and the air pump. So all we have to do to start it up and turn it on, close the lid here, make sure that you've got a relatively solid closing there, and then you're going to want to turn the inverter on. You may be able to hear the fan turn on, the light turns from red to green, and now you can hit the Emporia smart plug turn on button once it gets up and running. And as you may be able to see now, the cyan unit is running. So we'll leave this sitting here for a couple of hours and see what type of weight change we get. All right, so the cyan unit is done running for now. We've had this running for a couple of hours. We'll open up the capture box here, and we see that the filter paper has gotten damp, meaning that hopefully our sample has captured some carbon, as well as the moisture inside that box. Let's turn on our scale here. Make sure it's zeroed out so we can get a weight before drying, so we know that we're actually losing moisture as we go through the drying process. Weigh it up, it looks like we've got about 12.10 grams for our wet sample before drying. We'll record that for later. Go ahead and just set the sample into the drying box here. Take the lid, clamp it on down. And now I've already switched over the air pump from being plugged into the inverter. All I have to do is turn the Emporia smart plug on, and the fan is going. We have an airflow, and we'll just let that sit for a couple of hours and dry. And then once it's dry, we'll take another final weight, and hopefully we'll be able to see how much carbon we've captured. All right, so we've had this running overnight, and I weighed it before leaving for work this morning, just so we could see what type of progress we made, and I've weighed it here just after getting home, and there has been little to no weight change, suggesting that all the moisture has been taken off. Let's make sure that the scale is zeroed out here in grams. Give that 1 second to turn on. Okay, we should be set. Now let's weigh our sample. Try to keep that filter paper out of the way just so we can get a good read on it. And it looks like we are sitting at about 11.45 grams as our final weight. So now we're all done. The sample's done. Make sure we shut off the machine here, turn off the Emporia smart plug, turn off the charge inverter, and now we just wait for the battery to regain a charge, and we should be all good for our next run.